Hey!
Yeah?
What the hell is this?
Hello everyone, this is Emo and today we will be reviewing One Piece chapter 1044, Warrior of Liberation. And this title by itself, it says a lot of things about this chapter. It could be about Luffy, it could be about Nika, it could be about Luffy becoming Nika, becoming the Warrior of the Liberation. It could be, as the Gorosei say, that Luffy, due to him unlocking these new powers, he is going to become a warrior of liberation due to him having more freedom. And it could also be on Oden, as he was a warrior that tried to liberate Wano from Kaido and Orochi. So this title has a lot of meanings, and even the chapter number, I saw on Twitter someone says that the 44 could be read in Japanese characters. I'm not sure what their names are, but it could be read as Shishi, which is Luffy's laugh. And if you don't know, Luffy laughs a lot in this chapter. He's hysterically laughing all over the chapter. So that's another thing. But firstly, let's talk about the cover page, where we see Neji and Yonji in the book Prison, where some of Big Mom's sons, such as Brownie, and another one who had a pumpkin head, and another one who looks like she has an octopus fruit, and one of the kids who was in the room full of kids of Big Mom. And we see Oven, after delivering the book, he's leaving. And it says, "Mama's out at sea, let's start our research." And it means Big Mom is already off to Wano. So they'll start experimenting on Neji and Yonji. So we'll see where this goes. The chapter starts where we see and hear the drums of liberation. And we see Luffy saying, "What happened? I can still stand?" And he's very confused on what happened. And he's saying that he's having a blast right now. And we see Momonosuke confused as hell that Luffy is Joy Boy. And right now only 3 people on Wano can say who know that Luffy is Joy Boy: Zunisha, Yamato, and Momonosuke. I'm sure they will say to everyone in the post-Onigashima war that Luffy is actually Joy Boy, that Zunisha, as one of Joy Boy's companions, has confirmed this. And we see a lot of people reacting to Luffy getting up by using, as I believe, observation Haki. And the first one who reacts is actually Sanji, who was knocked out, but he's the first one who notices Luffy. Strong observation Haki. And Sanji is up now. And we see Kid, Law, Hyogoro, and Marco telling Nami and Otama that Luffy is still alive. Then it cuts to Marijua, where the Lord Dump comes in, and they say that they have been trying to get their hands on the Gomu Gomu no Mi for 800 years and they haven't been able to get it. And they say it's as if the fruit itself is evading them. And one says that's not impossible, as all Zoan fruits have a mind of their own. And I don't understand this sentence at all. And they say, and this one carries a name of the god, as it's really a mythical Zoan, a Hito no Mi model Nika. And then we see in a beautiful double page spread, we see Luffy that looks exactly like the sun god Nika that Who's Who was talking about, that he was a legend that all the slaves look up to as they make them smile in the deepest moments. And it's the same pose with the same hair, but minus the weapons and Luffy's clothes. And the Gorosei say, and it allows its user to gain the properties of rubber, and they're only limited by their imagination. And there will be the embodiment of the warrior of liberation, the sun god Nika. And they say awakening exponentially strengthens the rubbery body, and they even have even more freedom, and it's allegedly the most ridiculous power in the world. So ridiculous is the key word. it could mean a lot of things. And I don't think it's strength. It could be laughter. It could be because of the imagination. It couldn't do anything. It could be because it has a lot of properties. So it has a lot of meaning, and ridiculous is the key word here. And I love how Oda actually made everyone confused by making them think that Luffy's fruit was going to be a raisin, but it's actually still rubber, and it's a human fruit model Nika. And firstly, when I read the spoilers, I was really confused, and I didn't like it. But after reading the actual chapter, it starts growing on me, and I start liking it even more the more I read it. But first, I didn't really like it at first, because I thought Luffy wasn't going to be a robber, as the spoilers didn't mention this part, that he's still a robber. But I still don't know if Nika is a legendary figure who was a robber man, and if Nika is also Joy Boy. Are they the same person, or was Joy Boy for 800 years? Did he eat a mythical fruit, Hito no Mi model Nika, so he has the same fruit as Joy Boy? Or is Joy Boy Nika and he put himself in a devil fruit? I know it sounds confusing, but we don't know. We don't know anything about how devil fruits are made. We don't know if, like, for example, a Logia, do they implement the element into a fruit in a specific way, so that they can make them the devil fruit? So it's really confusing. And if Joy Boy was a rubber man on his own, how did he get to be a rubber man on his own? Yeah, there are a lot of questions, and it's really confusing. But what I am a little bit certain of, that the ancient kingdom are the ones who invented the devil fruits for the battle against the world government. But looks like they lost, and the world government took their most valuable weapon and started using them. And I believe the world government up until this day don't know how to make more devil fruits. That's why they have Vegapunk, who actually managed to make a mythical zone fruit to make another one. So I think that's why they have Vegapunk, because they want him to replicate the making of a devil fruit, and to know how they made it, how the ancient kingdom made it. Or devil fruits used to spawn on an ancient tree, as trees are very important in the One Piece universe, and this tree is gone for now. I'm not sure. And I once heard that Oda at the beginning of One Piece was going to make the devil fruits only Gomu Gomu no Mis, and they only spawned once every 50 years on a specific tree. So that's where my idea that maybe all devil fruits came from one tree came from. Then we cut to Orochi and Hiyori, which Hiyori confronts Orochi and tells him how her father suffered, and Orochi tries to get out of it by saying, I liked Odin and so, but she says you're a liar, and you're not a man of your word, unlike my father, who danced for 5 years. And like I said in the beginning, the warrior of liberation could be also on Odin. And as laughter is also a theme in this chapter, all the panels of Odin in this chapter are him smiling. And then Kanjo's fire demon comes into the room and actually attacks Orochi, which I found really weird. I would have liked if Hiyori herself attacked him and tried to kill him. And she says the dawn will come. The Kozuki clan always keeps their promises. And then we also see the drums of liberation sound effect all over the next panels. And what I loved about this chapter is that Luffy doesn't understand what's happening. He doesn't know that he's awakened even, and he just finds himself, even that he recovered really fast, he feels more free and stronger. So therefore, in Luffy's logic, this is is his gear 5. He doesn't understand, so he found himself really stronger, and he feels that this is his peak. So yeah, a gear 5. And then he crashes the Onigashima roof to get Kaido, and while he's doing, an enormous amount of black lightning with Conqueror's Haki come with it, and he knocks out all Kaido's fodder, and then he grabs Kaido and drags him up into the roof, where we see comedic faces of Kaido and Luffy. Something out of, we can see a Popoy's reference, a Looney Tunes reference, a Tom and Jerry reference, which is a bit funky and goofy. And then the weirdest thing happens. As Kaido borrow breathes onto Luffy, Luffy changes the ground into rubber so that the borrow breath could bounce back onto Kaido's face. Which is very, very interesting, as this is a Paramecia's awakening, a Zoan awakening, as we understand, most people understand. It gives you more durability, and you become human-like, not human, animal-like as a Zoan, but in this case a human-like. So it begs the question, are these 2 devil fruits in one, or maybe 3 devil fruits in one, so that Luffy in the future is going to fight Blackbeard, who will have 3 devil fruits probably, or maybe 2, so he has 2 devil fruits in one. So this begs the question, is it the Gomu Gomu no Mi and also the Hito Hito no Mi model Nika at the same time? This begs the question, are both of them the same? And then we see Luffy jumping, and we see gear 5 under him, and we finally see Luffy's full form, where his hair is probably burning and smoke around him and under his armpits. And this jump actually reminds me of the first volume cover of One Piece, where Luffy had a similar pose to this. And then we see Luffy's eyes, where we almost didn't see the whole chapter, and it looks like my eyes, I mean as Imu-sama. So it begs the question, was Nika a relative to Imu-sama? That's why when Luffy awakened the fruit, his eyes now look like Imu-sama's eyes. Are they relatives? Maybe. And we see that Kaido apologizes at what CP0 has done, and he didn't want to win that way. And Luffy says, let's finish this. And I really hope that Kaido awakens his mythical zone the next chapter, as this whole fight has been back and forth. First, Kaido was using advanced Conquerors or Conqueror's Haki coating at the beginning of the fight. Then Luffy started using it. Then they were even and splitting the skies. Then Luffy started using Future Sight and Snake Man, which was very fast. So then Kaido started using Future Sight and very fast attacks. So in this case, Luffy awakens his fruit, which is a mythical zone. Kaido awakens his fruit, which is also a mythical zone. And also in the middle, there were back-to-backs hit for hit, so it makes sense for Kaido to awaken next chapter. Overall, the more I read this chapter, the more I like it. And it opens up even more questions than the questions that we had. Overall, this is a really good chapter, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe. This is Emo, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.